Thank you, Caitlin, for being here. And I'll turn things over, my friend.
Hi, everyone. I have to say this is my very first Zoom presentation, and I am insanely nervous, but I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible. I've loved doing the interactive classes in here because I really thrive on like hearing where you guys are at in your business and talking through that. So we're going to try to leave some time at the end where Kate can sort of moderate where I hear about where you're at in your business, and hopefully I can give people personal advice so you can walk away with some tangible things to do. How does anyone in this room ever feel overwhelmed by social media? I do every single day. There's just so many facets to social media and so many directions you can go. They're always rolling out new things. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar, and it actually helps me if you want to raise your hands. Like, how many of you are familiar with Reels on Instagram? That's sort of where we're going to take our focus for the beginning of this session. Okay, I saw 1, 2, 3 people are familiar. Do you all have business accounts on Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So have you seen Reels? Basically, a Reel is like a 15-second clip on Instagram. Usually it's to music. It could be your own audio. And it's sort of like an accelerated content where you're able to release content that's more engaging than just a photo. And it can be shared on stories. And it's just a really powerful tool that Instagram has released to compete with TikTok. Is anybody on TikTok? No, I don't mess with TikTok, but I'm going to tell you in this session how TikTok can fuel your ideas for Instagram Reels. So we are going to start with some examples of Instagram Reels. I'm going to do a screen share and show you guys a few examples. But first I want to tell you why this is important, why this is something you're going to want to dive into for your business. If you're on Instagram and you are posting and you are not getting engagement, or maybe if you've ever looked at your insights, do you guys know how to look at your business insights on Instagram? If you've ever looked at your insights, it might say your reach today was 300. Have you ever seen that? Like, you post a photo, 300 people saw it, maybe 25 people liked it, maybe 5 people liked it. And there's really, Instagram's algorithm makes it so that it's very hard to be seen. Well, Reels are so new that there's no algorithm set up to control your reach. So an account with 500 followers or an account with 5,000 followers, there's really no competition. So you could do a Reel with 500 followers and reach 50,000 people very easily. So it's like a 400% more chance of reach and engagement by making an Instagram Reel. So it's definitely something you want to invest time in. I will say you don't need to all post Reels every day. I would try to do one a week, one a month. We'll start somewhere. So, okay, I'm going to give you guys a few examples. Is that good? Kate, does that seem like a good time to show some examples?
Absolutely. That's perfect. And just giving everyone a heads up from a tech standpoint. So Caitlin is, when she goes on screen share, she's working from her iPad because it gives the best user experience for you guys, but it's just going to show her headshot, but she's still with us. Of course, you should be able to hear her and all that. And as I noted, as she's going on, she's got this great content. Use the chat feature to enter questions that you may have, even if it's stuff you want to make sure that Caitlin gets to later. And we'll be sure to address them whenever we have opportunity.
And I want to tell you guys, I'm going to show you some Reels and you'll be like, okay, like I'm going to show you some fashion Reels, some business accounts, and you might be like, that doesn't fit into my brand at all. But I just want to say, keep an open mind, because when it comes to Instagram Reels, there is no right or wrong. It's a new platform. So there is a space for your business on Reels. So I'm going to show you just a few different ones. Some of them you'll be like, yeah, right, I'm not doing that. But just let your brain be open-minded to how you can implement this into your business. And then we're going to do breakouts where you can think about it with people, and then I'll go over your ideas with you. So, Okay, I'm gonna use my sister as an example because of course she had to make me her consultant for Instagram. She works for Saks Fifth Avenue as a stylist. She has 1,500 followers, and I asked her to start doing video reels of her outfits with informative styling tips. Months, begged her, Megan, please do Instagram reels. She basically was like, I don't have time. I can't do this. I'm just going to keep posting outfits on my stories. She started doing reels like I told her to do finally. And the head of marketing at Saks Fifth Avenue corporate office called her and said, your Saks styling account is the top performing account of all the accounts in our entire network of Saks employees. So I just want to just leave that there for how powerful it is. Okay, so am I sharing? Let's see. Share screen. Okay, are we on, Kate? I'm guess, yeah. Okay, so I am going to show you guys some saved reels. This is my Instagram, by the way. Saved. Okay, so I saved a few examples of Instagram reels. And again, I can't hear on my, this is a little confusing. Okay, so I'm gonna show you my sister first. So this is my sister. Her account, she has 1,900 followers. When she did her first reel, she had 1,500 followers a few months ago. So she started trying on outfits in her dressing room, putting together with music, super basic. Okay. Okay, so that's a reel, and then this is compared to her normal photos. So these were getting maybe 50 to 100 likes. Since she started implementing reels, she's getting over 2,000 views. This one went on an explore page and she had over 4,000 views on that reel. So obviously her reach went up exponentially, and she's had double appointments booked since she started implementing reels into her business. I want to show you, this reel is a super basic. This is a designer, an interior designer, 67,000 followers. I wanted to note this reel because this was her top viewed reel of the entire year. And I just want to show you how simple it is. Just a very basic walkthrough of a room she set up. Nothing fancy. It's basically like filming an Instagram story, but it lives forever on your page. Like, I was sort of like, cool, like, what's so great about this? But it's her top viewed reel of the year. Okay. Then I want to show you this sort of trending example that people are doing. You might have seen, where they're doing words and then not talking. This is sort of like a trendy thing on Reels. So I just wanted to show you this as an option. Some people do their Canva graphics and they make them in vertical images, and then they do those as Reels. So if you're very like structured in your business and you want to do something more like templated, this is a really good option. Okay. And then I want to show you this girl, and then I'll get back to asking you guys questions. This is Haley. I worked with Haley in another business I consult for. She has 3,000 followers. Okay, so she was really nervous. She's like not a big Miss personality. And she started kind of like noticing on TikTok some things that were going viral, some songs, and she just decided to go with it and make a video. So this was her second reel. I just want to show you how basic it is. She's just dancing and she's saying what she's doing with her account. Why she started her financial coaching to try to get girls to invest in money. Okay, so here's the real kicker. So she has 3,500 followers. I just want to show you guys that reel went viral and it reached 90,000 people. And it's basically the easiest, like not stupid, but silliest, most basic thing she could have possibly done. And it went viral. So those are just a few examples. And she's a very structured, serious about her business. She shares tons of really good information and she just started putting these in here and then 90,000 followers. So, or 90,000 views. So that's huge. Okay. So let's see here. Let me get away from here. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys that. Did anybody kind of feel inspired by any of that? Let's see. Did it make you nervous? Like I could never make a video like that? Kind of. Okay, so has anyone ever tried to make their reels in Instagram and felt like this is really confusing? Because I have my next thing I want to get to for you guys before I give you a list of ideas that I think you could implement into reels is an app that I use that you can do your videos in where you can take your videos and put them into Instagram and also put them into, sorry, there I am. You can put them into Instagram, TikTok, you can use them on your stories. So I'm gonna show you an app. I want you guys to write this app down. It's called InShot, INSHOT. And it is what I feel is like the secret to simplifying doing Instagram reels. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how it works. I don't know how to see if people have questions and I don't want to scare you, but I'm going to go into it really quick and show you how it works and how I'm creating a super basic reel for my Instagram. Okay. So this is an app you're definitely going to want to download. Okay, so I am on my iPad and here is InShot. It looks like this. So if you download this to your phone, you can go into videos and you can pick videos that you would like to add. You can select all of them. Say you film like 3 different sequences of, if you're a real estate agent and you're showing a home, say you film each room for 5 seconds, like the kitchen, here's the front of the house, here's the backyard. You can add all of those in, check mark them, and then you add them to whatever project you're working on. Okay, hold on. This is one I was working on earlier. Okay, so I've added all my videos into here. I'm just gonna show you a few key features on this app that you should not be afraid of using this, okay? So all of your videos will appear down here in a sequence. If they are out of order, it does not matter because look how easily I can tap and drag to change the order of my timeline. So any video clips you have, you can change the order of. This is a little quick reel I'm doing for a company that does barbecue sauce, okay? So here are the features that you can use in InShot that come also, that are in Instagram and TikTok, but they're way easier to use here. Okay, text. here's a little text button. I'm going to tap right there. I'm going to tap text. What do I want to say? I'm going to say there's bacon in my salad. Okay, let's just be basic here. Here on your timeline, you can drag where the text goes. So I was doing this earlier. I was adding text for what everything was, and I was adding chicken, cucumbers, peppers, bacon, and just sliding it around on the timeline at the top of my page. I wish I could see you guys because you're probably all like, oh my gosh, this is so overwhelming. Okay, so you can add text. You can add filters right in here to your video. Pick a filter, apply it to your video. You can go to a clip. So if you notice, you can see my little camera at the bottom. You can click on Canvas and you can, with your fingers, zoom in or zoom out. Once you get it, it's really easy. And then you can also do things like cut your volume, add volume, and then you can speed clips up. So at the bottom, you see the little thing, speed it up. Okay, so here's a few little, so I was just putting together this little salad, and then I'm gonna do sped up how I make my salad dressing. And every clip will be added into this video. I'll speed up this clip. Okay, so after you're done editing your video, which I'm just gonna make it shorter. You can also delete clips, by the way. You go up to this top right corner and you click Save Video. And obviously it's being saved, but you don't have audio to it. I mean, you can buy like royalty-free audio, but we're not gonna get into that. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna check in with you guys. I need to see your faces to make sure you're all okay. Hold on.
This is so great, Caitlin. And I am managing kind of the chat box over here. Some people are asking questions. Let me know if I can ask some of those.
Please, yeah, please.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to give you too much information that I stress you out.
Yeah, and this is all really great. One of my questions with the texting on the different parts, can you add like a background so the text part is a little more clear to read?
Yes. Do you want me to show you how to do that?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, yeah. Wait, hold on. I gotta remember to share my screen. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not a Zoom expert. Okay, share screen. And then I'm gonna show you guys how to put it into Instagram and how to pick trending audio on Instagram next. So stay with me, even if this feels overwhelming. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so the text part, when you're adding text. I'll make it bigger just so you can see, but you can just use your fingers on your phone to make it bigger or smaller, okay? So everything's with 2 fingers. If you go into this little, at the right corner, there's a little button that has a pencil on it. You can click this little text box and you can go through and change the font. And then you can go through, okay, wait, that was a bad one. Hold on, this one looks good. Okay, then you can go through and change the color. I'm gonna keep it white and then I'm gonna show you guys a border. If you click over to the right down here, you can do a border. So we could make a red border around it, or you can add a shadow. And then you can also do a label behind it. So let's see, right there. And you can pick the color of your label.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
and then what's the name of this app again? Somebody just asked.
It's called InShot. And to me, it's like the easiest way to make videos for Instagram and TikTok.
And can you do this on a laptop version as well, or just just your phone?
Just your phone or your iPad.
Okay.
But it's easier than iMovie. And once you get the hang of it, like, you will never go back.
And it seems a little bit more, creative. You can do a lot of different things with it and add different colors. And I love that about that.
Yeah, and like if you want to make your text like this cucumber text, you could just slide everything around. You can like pull it and it could go, you could move it and then it can like play through the whole video.
So cool. And then somebody did ask actually about the music. So I definitely think touching on that, like you said, would be a great idea.
Okay. So I want to show you guys, if you want to buy royalty-free music, you can always do that. They have a few royalty-free songs in InShot. Nina, tell me if I don't show it clearly. This little music icon you can tap. And you can use it right in there and it just pops up. And you can put whatever song you want behind it from there, or you can buy like royalty-free songs. But what I wanted to show you guys is how you can pick trending songs on Instagram. Does that sound good, Nina?
Okay. That sounds good to me. I'm on now too.
Hey.
Yeah,
Hey.
sorry, we're dealing with technical difficulties in the classroom. Kate is our tech wizard.
Stacy, my lifeline.
Yes, this is all looking great.
Okay, hold on. I'm stopping my share. Okay.
And then I also know that the rooms are set up for them to be able to break up into rooms whenever you're ready.
Should I show them how to add music in Instagram, or should I let them get ideas first?
Well, why don't you guys let us know in the chat? Guys, let us know in the chat. We want to give you time to break up and sort of brainstorm. It's a lot of information to digest and might be overwhelming for some of you all. So we want you to be able to have a moment to sort of let it sink in and think about, is this something I could do? Do I want to do it? What would I do it about? Shanae said, can you show the ad? Yes,
yeah.
Go for it, girl.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to show you, if you guys have TikToks, you can always find like trending songs on TikTok, or you can find trending songs on Instagram. So we're going to focus on Instagram right now because I can get ahead of myself. My husband's like, too many details. Okay, here we go. Hold on. So once you have your video edited, say, and it's 15 seconds, and you save it to your photo folder on your phone, right? Or we're all there, okay? So you discovered InShot, you did it, it's saved in your thing, it's 15 seconds. So now we're gonna go back into Instagram. Okay. And excuse me, because I'm working sideways. Okay. So let's go back to Haley from Fem Financial, because obviously she got 90,000 views. This song is a good song, okay? So if you go on to a reel you like and you say you like Stacy's song, or Haley's song, okay, you can click right down at the bottom. Oh, this is her original audio. Shoot. I can't even hear on my thing. Hold on. That's fine. Okay, hold on. Oh, you guys, sorry. That's my kids. Let's go to mine. I'll show you guys my kids. Okay, so this is a reel I made of my kids. Say you like love the song, because we all do love the song right now. And you want to use this audio. So I don't know if you guys could see at the bottom, it says the title of the song and the artist. You tap on it. It shows you here all the reels on Instagram that have been made with this audio. And then there's this button at the bottom that says use audio. I'm gonna click use it. So now Instagram has this song automatically saved into your reels, and it's already popped up Instagram Reels. here, you can see me. Hey. And then down here at this bottom left corner is how you access your photos. So this is where the video is going to be that you just made in InShot. So you're going to come down to the left corner and you're going to tap it. That I didn't make it short enough. So I'm just going to grab a video that I made for something I was doing. Okay. So you grab the video that you want to use. And then at the top right corner, you add it. So now you have your audio, you have your video that you edited super easily in InShot. And then now, if you want to add any fun little hearts, if you want to add any other text that you didn't do in InShot, you can. And then right here, you will just share it straight to your Instagram. And then I probably shouldn't have done that because now it's going to be on my Instagram. But, okay. Okay, I'm going to go back and see if you guys have questions after that. How are we? Did that make sense?
Is that the only way you can add the music to the reels, or can you do it like you do any other story on Instagram?
You can do it like you do any other story on Instagram. You can search for your own song.
Okay.
Do you want me to show you guys how to do that, or is that kind of like you get it?
Well, hold on, pause. I think that these are all awesome questions, but I want to make sure we try to get it all in the hour. So if you guys are okay with it, we're going to break you up into rooms for just 5 minutes to sort of, one, get an opportunity to connect with another RISE member, and two, just sort of digest a little bit of this. And then we'll bring you back and she'll move on to microblogging and all that fun stuff. So it looks like Kate's already broken you guys all up, but I'm going to go a little bit. There we go. So here we go, ladies. I am going to break you up into a small group. You have 5 minutes to chat with each other and sort of discuss ideas. Caitlin will be able to pop in and out of the groups too, to be able to, you know, help and support that. So here we go. 5 minutes, ladies. Go. So good to see your faces. I'm jumping in for Kate as she goes and picks up her cute daughter. Hopefully you had a few minutes to digest and get to know a RISE member on top of talking about Reels. You know, Caitlin and I were just chatting. The next topic she was going to talk about is microblogging. That is a big trend for 2021, but it sounds like I wanted to get a sense of your opinion before we do that. In the chat feature, will you let us know? You have two choices. Choice one, move on to the microblogging content like we had planned. Or choice two, continue the conversation around Reels. And what we're going to do regardless in 15 minutes, probably more like 10, we're going to pick volunteers and she is going to use that volunteer to brainstorm and help them come up with ideas specific to their business. And why we're going to do that with one or two people is it's nice to hear it. Even if you're not the volunteer, it sort of helps spark ideas of how you put this into. Okay, cool. We're hearing microblogging. Yes. So
okay.
Dive into what was planned, Caitlin. It's all you, girl.
Yeah. Okay.
Continue Reels. Like I said, she's going to talk about microblogging for the next 10-ish minutes. And then we're going to pick a volunteer and specifically go into examples in terms of Reels and microblogging.
Okay. Yes. Don't feel overwhelmed. Everything.
Well, let's talk. It's okay if you feel overwhelmed. It's natural.
Yes.
But it's all good.
Yes, but it won't always feel that way.
Yes.
It feels like that to everyone. Okay. Somebody asked me if it was the premium version. I just have the free version of InShot, just a heads up. Okay, so microblogging. So over the past year, Instagram has sort of, I think when it first started, it was like post every day, post twice a day, just throw as much stuff up on your feed as you possibly can and hope for a win. And it's just really not that way anymore. There's so much content coming at people that you would be better to spend time diving in and delivering valuable content once a week to an engaged following than you would be to be posting every single day stuff that's not hitting with them. And that's not to discourage you from posting every day. If you have content, post it. And not everything is going to be a win, but microblogging is sort of this idea that I'm going to spend time creating something of value on Instagram that will become savable. So, stuff Stacy and I were talking about last night is something educational from your business. You know, I'm bringing up realtors again. Like what documents you need to apply for a loan, like something that gives people information that they want to save to reference later. Does that make sense?
And I want to pause you. When you say saved, some people might not know what that means. So I don't know how
Okay.
hard it is to share your screen to show that feature, or if it's not worth doing right now.
I'll show you. I'll show you in a minute.
Okay, cool.
And keep in mind when I show you the save feature on Instagram, a save. Well, I'll get to that. I'm getting out of. Okay.
Okay. No,
So
that's my fault.
you want it to be educational. It can be entertaining. These are just some highlights for you to get thinking. Inspirational. So if you hit a pain point on Instagram and somebody feels they have an emotional response to what you're sharing, and then you offer a solution, it's going to resonate with them. So some social media people will say make it emotional, but something inspiring. And then the last thing for microblogging is engaging. So this is where you are asking people questions and you're bringing call to actions in your post. So maybe you're giving them some information and then saying like, how does this make you feel? What do you think about this? And so all of those 4 ideas of microblogging is basically like, if you were going to write a blog in your area of expertise, how could you shrink that down to like a paragraph and put it onto Instagram so that your account becomes a place that people go back to reference? So instead of just beating our hands against the air and trying to show up on somebody's scroll, we're becoming people that they come back to. Sorry, I'm spitting by myself. That they come back to, and they'll go, oh, I follow Cindy, and every Monday she delivers content that gives me information on getting from A to B, and I want to go back and reference that. And so as a content creator, if you can create savable content instead of just throwing stuff on your feed, you will start ranking higher in your niche, and it's very, very powerful. So what Stacey was saying is, you want to get a save. Okay, so we all know if you like a photo, if somebody likes your photo in the first 5 minutes of posting, Instagram is like, whoa, Jessica's a superstar. People are really interested. I'm going to show it to more people. If somebody saves your photo in the first 5 minutes, then Instagram freaks out and thinks that you are like basically winning the internet, and they show it to 10x more people. So that is, that is always like when I work with small businesses, my goal for them, create things that are savable. So I'm going to show you on Instagram where the save button is. If you have a support group on social media that is like trying to help you with your engagement, which if you don't, you should have like 5 women in your corner that maybe you're on a thread with on Instagram, and you say, hey, let's help each other with engagement. So like when you post, send it to them and ask them if they'll save it for you. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Let me go into Instagram. Okay, hold on.
Fun fact, as she's doing that, for those of you who don't know, many of you already know this, Caitlin was actually a student of mine my very first year teaching.
Oh, wait, Stacey, it won't let me share because I'm not the host. Can you make me a host?
Yeah, I can. Let's see, participants, Caitlin, make a host. There you go.
Okay. All right, hold on.
I'll tell you, girl. So she'll show this, and then we will pick a volunteer. And then Shanae, I'm not ignoring you. I definitely saw your comment about the music. I think you asked specifically for Reels, how to add the music in Reels. I do know that a lot of people struggle with that because Reels can be really wonky.
Should I show that really quick too?
Let's get through this and potentially
Okay.
at the end.
Okay. Sorry, I keep having to like turn my, okay. People are like, we've already seen this. I'm gonna delete that. Okay. So let's see. So, okay. Oops, that's my brother. Okay. So I'm liking my brother's photo. And then here at the bottom right corner, that's a save to collection. So if you go up in the right corner, in your settings, saved, it'll show you all the posts that I've saved, and you can create different collections of things you've saved. So what if you are delivering such valuable content in real estate or interior design that somebody's adding your post to their collection of like interior design tips? So that's the goal. Okay. So, and then if you're a business, this was like something I was like sharing my heart, and you go into view insights and it'll tell you how many people saved your post. So 12 people saved it, not because it was information, maybe it just, I don't know, they related to it. And then just a quick thing. Okay, there's a like, a save, you can do a comment, and then you can also share somebody's post to your Instagram story. That also helps with engagement, but this is where I have to stop myself. Hold on.
And Caitlin, they had a great question. Can you create private saved collections?
Private to who? You?
That's
Yes.
a good question. Shanae, can you unmute yourself in case we're not answering your question?
Yeah, my question is, can you have public saved collections that anyone can see, and then also have private ones that only you can see?
No, they're all private. So these are
These are all private. Okay.
These are for you. But the person, Instagram is keeping track if you created a post and I saved it, Instagram's keeping track of that. Does that make sense?
How,
I know, that's cool.
Is that data available? Like, can you see how many people saved your posts?
Yes, that's what I was saying. If you have a business account, you can click on it, and under my insights, you tap view insights. You see that, Shanae?
I do, yeah.
Okay, and it shows you right here. Do you see right where that 12 is?
Okay, cool.
People saved your post. That's impressive.
So, and then how many people visited your profile that maybe follow you or don't from this post? These are all, we can get into that.
Okay.
Does that help?
That does help. Thank you.
Okay.
Caitlin, can you unshare your screen and let's, so everyone, I put in the chat the 4 things to focus on when you are microblogging: the educational, entertaining, emotional, and inspiring, engaging. To help make sense of this, Caitlin's gonna, on the fly, no pressure, have one of you all as an example and try to brainstorm ideas as if you were a client of hers, so that everyone can kind of see it come to fruition and what it's like. And she's really good at it. Again, no pressure.
I know.
So Amanda, I saw that you said I would love to volunteer. So, pays to be a go-getter and go after it. So Amanda, welcome. If everyone else can mute themselves, but you can put questions in as you're talking. Caitlin,
yeah,
it's on you, girl. This is Amanda. Okay. She is a member here in Denver, St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Okay. For some reason, I thought Denver.
Have I met you? I don't know. Maybe not.
Okay, Caitlin. So what would you need to know from her?
Okay. So are we going to talk ideas for Reels or microblogging? And you decide, Amanda, and tell me about your business.
So the business is Spotlight on St. Louis, and I am trying to talk about all the things that are great about living in St. Louis and try and help people who are new get to know town and find the things and restaurants, etc., that they love, or be aware of what's going on in town. Kind of everything about St. Louis with a female millennial target audience.
Okay. And obviously I'm looking at your account right now. You're doing quite well.
Besides the fact that I haven't posted at all this year.
Have you done Reels at all?
I have started to look into it. I've definitely had issues thinking about what reels I would cover. So maybe that would be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to me, it's like pops out that the thing that's so amazing about Instagram is you as a content creator sharing other businesses is you have an opportunity to put people in the door at a business before they're in the door, right? Like you, if I'm you and I'm like wanting people to follow me, I'm going to take people on a 15-second journey through the door of my favorite coffee house and show them everything they need to know to want to go there in 15 seconds. So like, I'm thinking about like, I guess because I'm thinking about Rise Coffee House down in, I don't even know. Like I would show the outside, how cute it is, like 5 seconds. I'd show like walking in the door, and then I'd show like three things to order there that I love, or like the best latte, and or maybe like a picture of the menu, and just put it to a really trendy song and let people have a glimpse of what it's like to go there before they go.
Okay.
So does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that sounds like super simple, but it's like you're just giving people a glimpse in 15 seconds. So you're introducing them. You're basically just taking them through the door.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
And if I was you, and you could take St. Louis Graham out of the water, which has so many thousands of followers, by just focusing on giving a highlight reel of these small businesses, like where's the best place to park at the aquarium, you know, like how much are tickets, what's a must-see exhibit for moms, and then use the text feature to sort of like highlight those things and give people highlight reels of all these best places. If you focused on reels, you would become the most valuable resource for me as a mom on Instagram. Like I would be like, I have got to go to that page and see like, what did she say about the zoo right now? You know, like where's the best restaurant on the hill? Like who has the best ravioli? Like you are that person. And if you go into a restaurant and say, hey, I want to take a quick video, could you show me like 3 things on the menu? They're going to freaking jump up and down and be so happy. You'll never reach a business that's like not going to want you to do video. Like if you came to Stacy and said, I'm going to show you Rise, like I want to do a quick, she'd be like,
Yes. I'm gonna, hopefully that was helpful, Amanda, just so we can try to get a couple others in here and everyone can sort of feel like they were seen. Well, not everyone, a couple more people can feel seen. The next volunteer is Jessica. And I will do one more if we have time. Jessica, can you unmute yourself and tell us who you are and what your business is?
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm with The Exercise Coach. This is a new platform for me in terms of Instagram. It was something I haven't even entertained because we're for 45 plus. But I've been hearing from lots of busy moms lately, you're crazy. There needs to be more busy moms there. So I'm thinking Reels might be a really good way because we don't always have an hour to work out, and 20 minutes might sound really good. So that's my business. I have 3 locations and just trying to get on that platform.
So are you wanting to get people in the door to work out with you, or are you wanting to give them workouts at home?
Ooh,
in the door.
You're wanting to get them in the door. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if I'm you creating Reels, I would say like, don't be afraid, first of all, to give them some at-home workout tips. Like you give to get, like make them trust you, right? Like, so, you know, like, have you lost your butt since your 3rd kid, whatever, like here's 3 butt exercises to do, and do 5-second clips, like 15 seconds, lift your butt, you know, and then say, if you want to come and join our extreme butt program, follow the link below, right? So you're using Reels to like hook them, and then providing a link for them to come in and get more at your class. But I wouldn't just stop there. Like I would show before and after Reels. Like you should say, like, you could, it doesn't even have to be talking. You could just show a video, like, here's a before picture. Do you ever do before pictures? Like, here's a before picture of Sarah. I'm just making up a name. And then you could show her in the gym afterwards, working out as a reel, and then say, look at how, what's your place called?
The exercise coach.
The exercise coach has changed her life. And then if you want to create savable content, then offer health tips every single week. Like if you're making healthy food, just say like, here's what I put in my smoothie, guys. You're a busy mom, make them ahead of time. Here, you know, like, here's what I do to stay on track all week. So you're providing yourself as a valuable resource before you're asking them to come into your business, but they'll trust you. And if I was you, I would collaborate with, like, I run an account called Moms Together STL. There's 1,300 St. Louis moms. Or I would collaborate with Amanda, where you create a reel of people in the door at the exercise coach and then let her share it for busy moms. The thing about reels that I wanted to say is that, unlike IGTV, when somebody shares your reel into their story, you can watch the whole thing. Have you guys seen that?
I know.
And so that's something that like people don't really think about, but like every time somebody, like if Amanda shares your reel, Jessica, your workout or smoothie tip reel, and say, look at what just came from the exercise coach, then every single person who watches Amanda's story is a view on your account. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So creating cross promotion with that, but I would always say as like a fitness instructor is you're giving them valuable tips. And then every single time your call to action at the end of your video, like in text, would be, do you want to learn more? Come to the exercise coach, and then write the phone number. But put that text in the video. Don't think that people are always going to read the caption. Put it in the video.
Super helpful. Just for time, I want to make sure we get one more. Yes, that was so good. And then I think the next person was, who did I say? Martha, you were next. You volunteered next. And then if we have time, we'll squeeze in Melanie, but we might not be able to.
Caitlin, thanks for your information today. It's been really helpful. I don't do Instagram yet.
Okay.
Predominantly because my target is, I'm a presentation skills coach. So I teach people how to do better presentations, whether virtually or back in many years ago, it seems like in person.
Yeah.
So I have not been doing Instagram, just launched a website, doing Facebook. What would you suggest? I do a blog. So how would you change that to microblogging? Like I just posted a blog yesterday on how important it is to look in the camera to connect with your audience when you're doing virtual meetings, as opposed to looking down here. How would you change that up?
I don't want to go off what you're asking me, but you're a perfect example of how those little tips could be so effective in reels. I know you're asking me about microblogging.
No, I'm asking you about both.
Okay. Okay, there is a girl on Instagram, Stacey knows, and she every day gives a 5 to 10 second tip on how to be engaging in video. And she'll be like, I don't even know where the camera is on my thing. She'll be like, look at the camera and don't look to the left, or she'll just give like little tips like you just said. And if you did a quick reel, even if you didn't want to talk, Martha, and you just did like a video of doing eye contact and then said, do you know that a statistic about eye contact when you're presenting, if you could film them all in one day, like a batch filming in your office, and film 10 tips, and you would have 2 months of content, like 10 really easy tips on how to be a better presenter. And I would say, like, I better follow Martha and remember everything she's saying to be a better presenter. So, Stacey, I might not be explaining it right.
No, you're doing a great job. And one thing, Martha, you said that made me think of something that Caitlin touched on. Microblogging can be on sites like LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
So with LinkedIn, if you wrote a blog post that you want to drive people to, you could do a microblog of that content and drive them from LinkedIn to your actual blog.
Yes.
And when posting on LinkedIn, thinking about those 4 things is still an effective practice that helps drive people to the things that you've already created. So that's where I think microblogging can be on Instagram, but it can also be on LinkedIn or Facebook. I think it's more about thinking strategically about your content
Mhm.
and that quality aspect versus just quantity.
And
So
it's,
two things, can I ask two quick questions?
yeah,
Reels, can they only be 15 seconds? Is that the maximum length?
And that was Janae's question too, and I did want you to touch on that. Personal accounts, it can be up to 30 seconds, I believe. Business accounts are 15. Caitlin, is that right or wrong?
that is right for now, but it's probably going to change. And then IGTV, you can go as long as you want. And that's right.
Well, unless you upload it. Here's what's interesting on IGTV. So when you do it live, which we are doing, and then turn it into IGTV, it doesn't matter on time. But then when I try to re-upload it to another account, IGTV is telling me it can only be up to 15 minutes. So there is some wonkiness in terms of time, depending on what you're trying to do and what kind of account. So here's the thing, we could talk about this for hours and hours because it's such interesting content. Caitlin is so wonderful in how she shares about it and has amazing ideas. So we're very thankful to her. But I also want to honor your time. So Caitlin will, if you have more questions and want to potentially hire her, you can definitely reach out to her. Also, a great place to continue the conversation is Rise Digital. On the chat feature in Rise Digital specific to this event, Caitlin can respond and comment to that. So I hope that you continue the conversation. Just take it on over to Rise Digital. Thank you all for coming today. It's so wonderful to see your beautiful faces. Thank you for the positive feedback.